So much truly mind-blowing crypto news today. Let's dive right in. First, let's talk about the Bitcoin supply-demand fundamentals. We know Bitcoin leads the crypto market. So first, we have this chart, guys, showing how unbelievable the supply-demand fundamentals are. So normally, the illiquid supply, which is the total Bitcoin that is taken off the market, not moving, and hoarded, taken out of circulation, right? Not available for people to buy. That has hit an all-time high while the price of Bitcoin is crashing. So for the first time in its history, the illiquid supply, people are taking more off the market even though the price is crashing. So we have this divergence. That's because of the halving cycle. Less and less is coming online, which means less and less is going to be available for the people that want it. Obviously, we're getting massive adoption all around the world, and so there's going to be a supply squeeze. Let's look at this chart. This is probably one of the biggest charts to pay attention to with Bitcoin. So we have in black, we have the Bitcoin price, but then in yellow, we have the whales accumulating. This is the number of addresses with balance greater than 10,000 Bitcoin, so true whales. It's absolutely huge to see what was happening. So you can just see that in this crypto winter that led up to the 2021 massive bull run, the whales were accumulating, okay? That's what these blue lines are. They were just accumulating the whole time. But what did they do? In the run-up, they sold high while everyone else was chasing. They sold high. But what are they doing right now? They are accumulating in massive quantities in a huge rate of change. They are just started picking up. So this chart is absolutely huge. Big mega whales are finally accumulating. Wisely, they sold off here. Now they're wisely probably accumulating now. So let's dive into other assets which are going to give life-changing returns potentially. Obviously, no one knows for certain. But once all these altcoins are finally discovered, it's going to be an early stage massive move up. So let's dive into some of these assets and some of the news behind them. First, we have decentralized Oracle network Chainlink announced that its much anticipated staking feature would be launched in the second half of this year. That is absolutely huge for one reason, because right now Chainlink is just used as a currency. So anyone who wants to use the Oracle has to use Chainlink and spend it, right? We know like every blockchain in the world is using Chainlink to bring off-chain data onto the blockchains. So sports, news, weather, all that data brought onto the blockchains, right? And all these blockchains are using it as a currency. Well, what's going to happen when all these blockchains are incentivized to stake, hold on to the Chainlink, take the supply off the market, make less available? That's called a supply-demand dynamic that is favorable. So it's going to be huge once all that Chainlink is taken off the market and staked. It's just going to cause a supply-demand imbalance. So it's absolutely huge. Here's another update. $72 million Illuvium NFT land Dutch auction saves buyers thousands on gas fees. The big story here is not how much gas fees that was saved in the $72 million Illuvium NFT land sale. The big story here is that the Illuvium play-to-earn AAA game that's going to run on Ethereum sold $72 million worth of land. So that is just absolutely huge. It's difficult to invest in specific games because you never know which one is going to take off. But this just shows how high quality the Illuvium game is going to be, the ecosystem there, which you can get access to by owning the Illuvium token. Here's another huge update. Maker's decentralized stablecoin is coming to the Cosmos ecosystem. So this is huge. We know the Cosmos ecosystem is just absolutely massive, right? Just look up how many big blockchains are part of the Cosmos network. Well, because Terra Luna collapsed, there's now a hole that needs to be filled. They need a decentralized stablecoin, and they went for Maker's DAI stablecoin. That is really good news for Maker's DAI stablecoin. That's the MKR token that governs the DAI stablecoin. It's going to fill a huge hole, lots of demand there. Maker is a very high quality asset, especially as the DAI stablecoin is adopted. Here's some more updates regarding the fundamentals of the space. What are utility NFTs? Unique tokens offering real-world benefits. This is going to be the next revolution in NFTs. Right now, people just think of them as pieces of art or whatever. But what's going to happen is each NFT is going to have a use. You can use it for different things. You can unlock benefits. It's going to have really complicated smart contracts attached to it. That's probably the next revolution that takes place, guys. We'll stay on top of this market. There is so much going on as the market sells off, and we get to see this stuff get cheaper and cheaper and more on sale.